people are moving here to the state of Utah because of the affordability cost, but they're really more affordable than other places here in the country. In today's video, I'm telling you all about the housing, cost of groceries, cost of gas, and everything you need to know about the cost of living here in the Salt Lake City area. And make sure you stay around till the end because there's a big debate between people moving here to the state of Utah, and I want to get your thoughts on it. So up first, we're going to be talking about homes. So homes here in West Jordan, you can find single family homes from the price anywhere from the high 300s for a starter home up to 700, 800,000, even a couple $1 million homes. Now, one of the things to keep in mind is that West Jordan starts out about the middle of the valley and goes all the way west up to the mountains. So West Jordan is one of the largest cities here in Salt Lake County. But when you're in central West Jordan or the old West Jordan, you're going to be able to find homes get a little bit older, a little bit higher priced for the area. But as you get further west to West Jordan, which is the newer part of West Jordan, that's where you're going to be able to find newer homes for essentially similar price that you would be able to get here in the older part of West Jordan. So right now, for example, I'm in the Veterans Memorial Park, which is just off 7800 South and Redwood Road. And then, like I said, the newer part of West Jordan goes up to the west side. That's where you're going to be able to find the newer homes in the 500,000 price range or so. You also have condos here in the area. But one of the bigger things here when it comes to homes is going to be the single family homes and then some townhomes that you can find in the mid 300 to 400,000 price range. So overall, there's homes in different price ranges here in the area. If you're looking to rent, there's also a lot of apartment communities here in this area. You're going to be able to find apartments that start, as low as probably $1,300 a month for a 1 to 2 bedroom. Average, you're probably going to be looking at about $1,800 to $2,000 a month for a 2 to 3 bedroom apartment. But overall, there's different apartments also in different price ranges. Just depends on, what type of community you want. Obviously, the newer communities and the newer apartments are going to be a lot more expensive than some of the older ones. But you have options here when you're in the city of West Jordan. Now, if you're new here, my name is Marvin Alvarado, the Sneakerhead Realtor here in Salt Lake City, Utah, and I get calls and messages from people just like you every single day looking to make their move here to the state of Utah. And I love hearing from you guys. So if you're thinking about making a move here in the next 3 months, 6 months, or even a year from now, feel free to reach out to me. You can call me, text me, or email me. You can also book a call with me directly down below. I look forward to hearing from you, and I look forward to helping you make your move to Utah as smooth as possible. Now let's continue with the video. Now, while I'm getting some gas, I want to show you the prices of gas here in West Jordan, Utah. So in the last few weeks, gas prices have actually gone down, quite a bit. So for example, my truck, same time last year, was costing me about $150 to $160 to fill up from empty. Today we're the cost of premium gas is about $3.39. That's for premium. If you're just looking for regular unleaded, it looks like it's $2.99 today. Where it was costing me about $150 to fill up my truck at this same time last year, today it's going to cost me just over $100, probably about $110. So that's quite a bit of a drop in the cost of gas. But overall, that's going to fluctuate every few months and different times of the year. You're going to see different prices, but overall prices have gone down quite a bit. And you can find better gas prices. Right now I'm at the Maverick Country Store, which is one of the bigger gas stations and convenience stores here in the state of Utah. They have multiple locations, several locations here in West Jordan. But like I said, you're able to find better prices when it comes to gas. Like if you go to Sam's Club or Costco, some of the potentially other grocery stores have cheaper gas. But overall, paying $3.39 a gallon when I was paying, you know, almost $6 a gallon before. It's really not that bad. But up next, we're gonna go to a grocery store called Macy's. Kind of see what the groceries that they have there, what the cost of you know, milk, eggs, meat, and those type of things are. That way you can get an idea of what it costs to, you know, for a grocery haul for your family. Obviously, it's going to depend on the size of your family and what you're eating. But let's drive over there and see what we can look at. So up first, we are going to take a look at some of the fruit here. So obviously we have strawberries and blueberries. Looks like about $5 for a box of them. We got some apples here at about $1.30. Obviously you're ranging here from $1.30 up to, you know, $2.50 a pound, depending on the type you want. And if we look at meat here, it looks like you're ranging anywhere from about $7 or so up to $10, and then eggs are obviously going to be in different price ranges. Looks like you're starting at about $4 to $5, going up to $8 to $10 for a dozen, just depending, like I said, on the eggs that you want. And then we look at milk. Obviously a lot of variety of milk, but if you're looking for something local, you're looking at about $5.50 or so for a gallon. And if we look at some of the other brands, you're looking anywhere from, you know, $3 to $5. So I grabbed just a couple of things while I was here at the grocery store. But kind of to touch on, Macy's is just an average grocery store, right? Things are, you know, priced pretty fairly, I would say, in my opinion. Now, if you're looking for something more budget friendly when it comes to groceries, we have a local spot here just outside of West Jordan here called Winco, but they have several different locations throughout the valley. But the way that they market their business or their grocery store is that they don't accept credit cards. They only accept debit cards or cash, which according to them, that's how they hold the prices down and make it more affordable for people. But it is a lot more budget friendly there. You can find things that are going to be a lot cheaper that you would find at other grocery stores. Granted, it's not going to be like, you know, massive amount of discounts, but you can usually find anything from 50 cents to $1, a couple dollars cheaper, depending on what it is. So that's something that I would recommend if you're looking to stay, you know, something when it comes to more budget friendly on your groceries. Check out Winco. That's one of the places that I would recommend. But other than that, outside of groceries, a lot of people, a lot of the expenses that people have here in the area, or I guess you know, across the country, is eating out, right? So a lot of people, you know, are going to take that into consideration. But when it comes to eating out here in Salt Lake City, just like anywhere else in the country, right, you're going to be able to find your you know, local chain restaurants from like McDonald's, Burger King, you know, Taco Bell, that type of thing. We also have, you know, higher end restaurants like Ruth's Chris, where you're spending a couple $100s. But you're gonna be able to find anything, you know, in between, right? So when it comes to eating out, you're gonna be able to you know, fit a budget that's gonna work for you, and how much you're willing to spend on eating out per month or per week, or however you calculate things. It's not something that's going to be a huge expense, you know, compared to, you know, wherever you're moving from. One of the things that people do use a lot here as well is DoorDash or your Uber Eats. Which obviously that is going to increase your cost if you're using those apps to order food. But everything is very close, you know, to where you're living, where you're going to be able to find anything, you know, something affordable. Or if you wanted something higher end, you don't necessarily have to go to downtown Salt Lake City or anything like that. You know, a lot of the suburbs do have, you know, various ranges of restaurants depending on what you're looking for. But there is also, like I said, a lot of fast food here. A lot of local restaurants throughout the valley, so you're going to be able to find whatever is going to work for you and your budget. But speaking on food, one of the big debates that we have here in the state of Utah, where there's a lot of people from, you know, moving from California, people moving from Texas, is, you know, In-N-Out, right? We have an In-N-Out here. Texans say that you know, In-N-Out is gross, you know, it's overrated, and then people say the same thing about Whataburger down in Texas. But if you're familiar with those restaurants, I want to get your thoughts. You know, what's better, In-N-Out or Whataburger? I've personally had both. I've had Whataburger once or twice. I didn't have the best experience. One of the things that I like about In-N-Out Burger, which you know, is I would definitely pick that over Whataburger. But In-N-Out is you know, is very consistent, right? You know exactly where you're going to get when you go to In-N-Out Burger. Obviously, In-N-Out Burger is a California-based burger place. So you know, I would definitely prefer In-N-Out over Whataburger. In my personal experience, maybe I need to give Whataburger another shot. Maybe I just didn't have the best experience when I had it down in Austin, Texas. But like I said, you know exactly where you're getting when you go to In-N-Out Burger. Things are always the same regardless of where you go. But I want to get your thoughts. Leave in the comments what's better in your opinion, Whataburger or In-N-Out Burger. But I hope this information has been helpful on this video, talking about, you know, what the housing looks like, what the groceries look like here, and then obviously, you know, gas. If you have any questions about, you know, what it's like to live here in the Salt Lake City area, or are thinking about making a move, feel free to reach out. All my contact information is down in the description. Otherwise, make sure you check out some of these other videos where I talk about everything you need to know about here living in Salt Lake City, moving here to Salt Lake City, Utah, and everything you need to know about the Salt Lake City area. Otherwise, I'll see you on the next one.